jumema o suya at the palm. So he's now learning the trade. But when you were in the school here, because people were laughing at him, that Bema or Pamadie, do you have some guys here who are doing fashion? Do you have some here? Yes, that's great. Somebody will say, I saw the Pamadie embassy of Juma. Our architecture lecturer is here, the teacher is here. The other day when I came, I saw some ladies who are doing architects. I said, oh wow. And I'm praying that one day, we are going to have some of them in our office. So whatever that you are doing today, love it. If you don't love it, when you go out there, you can't do it. Then the third one is, if opportunity doesn't knock your door, build a door. I don't know if somebody can explain this. If opportunity doesn't knock your door, let me put something there. Build your own door. Like our learned doctor was giving a lot of explanation how we can make investment, how we can make this. He made one pronouncement that I was happy. Said, now we are running away from speaking English. Then now we are going to do it. When we were here, Brofone Kanye and Dane. So we are going to acquire Yentimin Kasa Okonkwa. Because if they ask you something, you can't speak. But thank God that now the society is learning that it's not about knowing how to rattle, but it's about knowing what you can do. Now look at the number of people here. Let's take the nursing training college. Now we have 3 batches in the house that they have not been posted. And they will be there. They will be waiting. If you complete today and you are not able to go to the tertiary level, is that the end of your career? The question should be no. Hello? So today for me, I'm here to encourage you that what you can do starts from here. If you complete today, or let's say today, all the institution is being closed, you must say to yourself that I've learned something that when I go out there, I can use it. Are you here? So I want to say the number 4, then I'll leave the rest. If you have anything, because I was told that people want to ask questions when I was coming, so that you know our journey through. If I say I want to tell you about my journey, it will frighten you, because I never gave up. So I said, don't compare your career journey to others. Yours is unique. If you are a carpenter, what should we say? Is it C and J or carpentry and joining? Here, carpentry and joining. That is what you love. That is your journey. Don't say no. Our engineer who just spoke, look at the machineries that he displayed. No. I can't just go and do carpentry. I want to turn. Like the Form 1 students who say, no, I don't want this, I want this. Yours is unique. So stick to that and learn from that. One of them was saying that stop going to TikTok. Stop going to Facebook. I learned it was limit. Don't stop going, but limit it. If Mr. Nkum is to be here, just last week I posted something and said, hey Papa, please send me this document or I'm a victim. You can't watch my status and be seeing funny things. I teach, share my experience, sell my products, sell my company. And all those working under me, you can't be posting unnecessary things once I'm paying you. The company must go out there. So you can't be posting some funny thing for people to watch it and laugh. Post something which somebody will call you and say, where is that company? So when you go there, go and search for something relating to your business, relating to your dream. Don't go there and be watching funny thing, then you sleep. Are you here? The last thing, surround yourself with people who support and uplift your career aspirations. Let me share my testimony. It's sad, but let me share it. When I was in second year in this institution, there was a demonstration. This school. By then, second year, I knew nothing. But when I was coming, I said, so I didn't know why I got the name Undertaker. They started naming me Undertaker. So if you see any Undertaker, okay, some of the demonstrators has been painted and others. So when we were going, they said everybody should go. Everybody should go. So we all followed the demonstration. We were going. When we get to Abakampa, some of the seniors came to me and said, "Una onsowa, bejina so na your announcement." How can you say you will not do? Because where will you sleep when we come? So I had to climb the bench, and what they told me, I said it. Thanks to God that I was not sacked. So those who were surrounding around me wanted to terminate this great future that I'm having now. So the people you are working with, even in the BT department, even in the fashion department, every department that you are, it's not everybody that you have to associate yourself with. Somebody who cannot support your dream. Somebody who cannot tell you that let's do this to push your dream. Please stay away from the person. There's one quote some here, down there. Let's go to the last slide. Look at item 4. Let's forget about the 1, 2, 3. He said, if people are doubting how far you can go so far that they cannot hear. He said, let me read it to you. Go so far that you cannot hear them. If people are doubting that you can become a great fashion designer or you can become a great engineer, just run far. That you can't even hear them speaking. When I was in the Polytechnic achieving my HND, people were laughing at me because my bag na assignment when I made a class, I have my spirit level and my thrower inside. One day, Sana me thrower not take my bag, So when I was going to sit down, then the thrower fell down. Bang, 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 bang. Then people were laughing at me. Why Sunni? But today, I'm not undermining them. But the one who is doing, please, I'm not saying that because fashion designer, graphic designer is no good. The ones who are laughing at me and those who had first class and others, one of them is now my employer who's working as a designer for us. I have some of them who are working for our branches. They were my students. Some, I can't employ them to come and work as laborers because they will not respect the work. They know me way from Polytechnic, so I don't want them to come and be working like a laborers. So those that they think you cannot do it, just run away. Just run and achieve your dream. Come back. They will come to you and serve you. Thank you very much. I want to end here. So, I know my 15 minutes is up. I'll just give you like 3 minutes. If you want to ask anything about this journey, today you are here. You want to be like our learned doctor, our engineer, and myself, or even beyond us. If you have anything to ask me, I learned you didn't give away for questions. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Elisha Donko. It is left with our last speaker. But I would urge all of you to put down your questions so that right after the last speaker has finished speaking, we just open the floor for all of you to ask the questions that you would want to ask. Thank you so much. All right. The last speaker is also an ATOSA. And he is an ATOSA 2002. ATOSA 2002. He also offered agric mechanization technology. He is currently the CEO of Red Ringo Company Limited. During his time here, he was a Katsu president. You know Katsu? Yes, he was a Katsu president, SU organizer, as well as entertainment prefect. After here, he's attended the following institutions. He went to Tamale Polytechnic, Maritime University, Msimbi Training Institute, South Africa, as well as the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite to the podium Mr. Atukwamina Wright. Mr. Atukwamina Wright.
Thank you very much, facilitator and my fellow ATOSAs. I am glad to be here this afternoon. The last time I came here to speak to the school was 3 years ago when my year group. This year will be 23 years since I said goodbye to the school, not official, not coming back to say goodbye to classroom. 2002. That's when we left the school. Whenever I come here, I see great opportunities here. We went through terrible time. How many of you have drank kakum before? Kakum water, how many of you? You are still doing it. I thought with pure water, in play you will be drinking pure water and all that. But it's good, some of you know, but during our time, it was one of the most toughest time because we have time for the lights to go off. We didn't have all these facilities. I think the whole school number was about 500 and something or so. And as my facilitator said, I'm the CEO of Red Ringo. I used to wear like this, what dog is wearing. And then 2018 officially, I tendered my resignation, never to wear a suit to offices and all that. With all this great, it's good. Because during my time of wearing suit and all that, we have coffee breaks and you have to attend conference meetings and all that. Because at that time, I was receiving pay slip where it's always written confidential. End of the month, 20th, you receive your pay slip and all that. But I realized that dressing like this, I'm more comfortable and better than when I was wearing suit. You know why? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me why now I feel more comfortable and confident than when I used to wear a suit? Who can tell me? Simply because I'm now owning my own what? Company. I work for myself. I know what I want. So when I came, the speaker that was speaking, he says something. And I want to encourage you. Look, the greatest honor you can give to yourself is to bring out the talent in you. What I'm currently doing is I'm a land broker. I did agric mech, but I'm into construction now. I have some students here that I mentor because I made them to come to this school. And when they are on holidays, they still come to me. And I have to tell them to go to this company and this company. You know that there's a lot of African Americans coming to Ghana now. I'm sure you know that. A lot of Americans, even when going to Asebu, you know that there's a lot of African Americans. What I do for them is to help them settle, to help them build, and to also create jobs. I'm a YouTuber. I'm on YouTube. But one thing is I only deal with serious people on YouTube. I think my subscribers in no time will be 1,000, but they are all Americans and those in Europe. Because they know that my YouTube channel is for serious business. So that's why it's very good when a speaker was speaking. He said, be watchful of what you do on TikTok and other social networks. Sometimes I feel sad when I see how people are abusing their talent, TikTok and all that. Let me tell you something. Don't let all those fake lives influence you, okay? Do not let all this fake life influence you. At the age, I'm in my early 40s, I'm going to tell you an experience. They say life begins at 40. And when I started, I was better off here in Ghana than when I was living and working abroad. Now, what I do is only go for holidays. But if today you ask me to go to abroad and go and work, I won't do it. Because there's a lot of opportunity that young people are messing it up. When you come to, we have 5 companies in the field of construction. And why did I choose 5 companies to come on board? Simply because I'm somebody that want competition, a very healthy, competitive field. Most of the time when people get these opportunities, what they will do is, okay, because I have a company, because my company is also a construction company, so they will get all the contracts and they will call masons, they will call carpenters. No, you are stressing yourself. I've seen some of my my uncles, late uncles that were very good contractors. Today they are all gone because of the stressful nature of construction. Those that are doing BC, I want to tell you, if your plan is to go into construction, also prepare for stressful life. I'm sure my brother here knows about it. Any field, but with BC, I don't know. With construction, it's so stressful. So I was very smart to say, no, I'm not going to do this alone. I'm going to get one of the best companies. So when you come now, we have Asebu Pan-African Village. We have Ajedam, those that lives around those areas, you know. But when you also go to my YouTube channel, after this I will tell you, you will see most of the work that we are doing. When I started with construction, let me tell you what the greatest obstacle that are making many contractors and, building technologists lose opportunities is dishonesty. There's too much dishonesty on that field. And why am I saying this? That dishonesty, please today I'm telling you, bear it in mind, that you are going to be different from other people. Sometimes you know that 100 bags of cement will do this work. And you will receive a quotation of 150. For me and my team, do a lot of interrogation. Many have lost opportunities, I'm telling you. I had friends that I started school with that came because they know what I'm doing. They came on board. Oh, I'm a good tiler. I said, okay, this is it. I will get you a contract. You give the contract. The next thing is they mess everything up. And can you continue with those kind of people? Because as much as they are messing your project up, you also losing something. So watch. Here, look, now you have a lot of friends. But if you want to go further in life, watch whom you move with. If you want to do what? Go further in life, watch whom you move with. I'm a practical person. People that are around Asebu, Cape Coast and all that, they know that I'm a very straightforward person. I always talk to my team and say, look, if you are winning, I am winning. And if you are messing things up, it will affect me as well. So what we always have to do is we always have to be team players. We also always have to make sure that the ground is leveled. But one thing also that I've also noticed is that there's a lot of rush in the system, not the drink that you know. If you don't know something, be specific and say you don't know it. I've seen many a times, especially those that are doing BC, when they finish, immediately without even going in technical universities, they want to be masters. And for them to do that, they will convince you, oh, I built this 2-bedroom house, even though. So what we do is we give chances, but we make sure that they work under somebody. And because of that, because they don't have patience, a lot of them have messed up. I met ATOSAs, and some of them are still working with me. This guy, they mentioned his name of being one of the good construction guys. And very true, one day when I met him, even though I think he completed somewhere in the year 29 or 2010 there. So I met him and started talking to him. I said, I've heard about what you're able to do and all that. I've also seen the houses that you've built. I want to work with you. So this is one of my contracts that I want you to handle. And very, very fortunately, never fails us. And as we speak now, he is still handling one of the projects for us. We want to see ATOSAs progressing. Look, with all the schools and all that, at the end of the day, the joy is for you to own your own company. I'm telling you, it's very stressful. Even though, dog, with all this, sometimes they might call him for a board meeting, and sometimes you feel like, no, I'm not feeling like going to do this board meeting, but sometimes you don't have any choice. You have to be there. You have to be there. And these are some of the things that we want to see. Up and young people achieving greater things. When I entered this school, the first time I stepped foot into this school, I cried. I cried and cried and cried. I was in Korankye house. How many are in Korankye house? I was in Korankye house. And why I cried? Because I'm coming from an area in Accra, Jolu. Those that are in Accra, you know Jolu. And I went to JUSEC. At that time, JUSEC was one of the, best government schools in the area. And doing our BSc, some were going to Infantipim, some chose at this school, some chose here and there. I chose Agri Memorial. I don't know what happened. My grandfather insisted, no, I will tell you where to go. I was like, and I haven't even heard the school. Even though not knowing it, some of my uncles came here, but I haven't. So it was like, okay, that's his choice. I'll go. We started the journey. What you are seeing here, the road, it's not what we came and met wasn't. I was like, where are we going? I asked my uncle, because where are we going? He said, no, we are going to the school. Shut up. We drove and drove on this dusty road. It wasn't even wide, those roads. It was terrible. So you haven't, at least you are comfortably enjoying, even though the road is still not good. But we came here, and we met guys well built. When those days, we never had any lady in the school. It was purely guys. And we met these tough guys that when you see someone and they call you, hey, you start crying. You start crying. We met very tough guys, especially those from Winneba, these Takwa guys that their fathers are mine. It was very tough. But thank God, that toughness and discipline have shaped us into who we are today. Ask me why I ended up. I think I still hold that record of, because it's not common in any school for an entertainment prefect for you to be an entertainment prefect and at the same time what? KATSU president. Have you ever heard some before? Yes. Because I played neutral. I was somebody that I was loved by many, because say this guy is a weed smoker, for example, he's not. I will be free to be with him. KATSU programs, very active. SU, very active. Now you don't have NCC here, National Commission for Civic Education. We used to have that club here. So during the time of professorship, election and all that, I decided, no, I don't want to hold any position. And the student body were on me. No, you have to take something by force. I said, no, how come? I wanted dining hall prophet. One of the masters called me, he said, I told don't, because we've seen that most of the dining hall prophets always fails their exams. They always fail, because most of the time they have to leave class and go and check if the food is ready. And I don't know whether it's a norm, so it's been following them and all that. So I took that advice. I said, okay, I don't want any position in this. And then the people came to me. They said, no, we want to make sure you have a position. By then, we have this guy that is a rapper, Losby. He's an engineer in UK now. Everybody knows that Losby is going to be the entertainment prophet, because in the early 2000s, rap shows were all on. Or Bravo, all those people, Reggie Rockstone doing our time. Those rappers were all up and coming. So Losby, Dennis Cote, very good rapper. So the whole school was sure. And I said, okay, fine. Then if you are going to force me to take a professorship, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take entertainment prophet. And people was like you SU organizer and CASU president, you want to go into entertainment? I said yes. The reason behind choosing is that during our time, we have only 2 activities during entertainment time. It's either we watch movies or rap show. So I said, okay, if that's the case, I will take the responsibility of what? The movie. You can imagine someone, and I remember during our time, it was somewhere up here with a campaign. Losby came, pulled a lot of, fans in terms of rap and all that. Now we started voting and all that, and when they started mentioning, they say, I've taken as the entertainment prophet. I was surprised, because him also was surprised, because it was well known in terms of being that active with music and all that. This is how. And at that time also, there was always a challenge with entertainment, people fighting and all that. So I used that opportunity to bring stability during entertainment time. During our entertainment, I think it's one of the boring time in our lives, because no ladies are there. Sometimes we can even go to the entertainment hall with the boxer shorts. Sometimes people will come with all sorts of things. We will even go to class sometimes a week, you won't wash your uniform. There are no ladies. It's boys only. Crazy things. Crazy things. But look at how God has shaped us and the kind of determination we have. My senior, we have one doctor, a medical doctor, Dr. Daze. Dr. Daze did a great make here. He's doing fantastic. He did a great make. He's at Kolebu now. So I want to encourage you that, look, don't see yourself as technical student. Now that thing has even, I know that now a lot of rich people are pushing their kids to go. Even there was a time that as tech here, even you don't have to come and see principal. You just come and your word, whether he did well or he did not, they accept you, because we wanted more students. But now you've seen how difficult it is for you to come to technical school. But use that opportunity. Please do what? Use that opportunity to better your life and to help others as well. Do not be also selfish in whatever that you do. Mr. Inkum is here. When I started coming here, the year 2012, I came here as a priest, not as a pastor. I came here because from the Catholic, I became a priest. But doing my priesthood also, I realized that no, there's a potential, because I was out of my ministry creating jobs. So I said, no, it seems like even though, yes, I'm comfortable there, I want to stop preaching and rather create more jobs. So that's why 2016, I decided to now make a very decisive decision to come out of the priesthood. And with that, I think God has even used me more than when I was preaching. Because when, later you can check my YouTube channel, and when I moved to the construction fields, this is how I dress. And I start visiting those companies that are building on behalf of Americans and the Europeans, Africans only. I realized that if I would have been in that priesthood, where are all these things going to be? So sometimes God will push you to a certain level, then when time comes also, He will move you again. So be proud of being in this school. And when you go out also, please be proud to mention that you came to this school. There are students that I've seen, there are old students that I've seen. because of the way they did things when they were in Aztec, the way, they led their life. I feel pain for them. I feel sad sometimes. But sometimes when they see us, they hide. Sometimes they don't want to even mention that they went to Aztec. They don't. I've seen a friend, my own classmate, that denied that he came to Aztec. I just laughed. I said to him that you have to know that if you deny where you started from, and it's not that he's multi-billionaire or he's doing well, it's not doing well. And I don't know whether it's due to that he always denounced where he went to high school. There are people like that. Most of you that you are here, my prayer is that we will see you more greater than us. We will see you more powerful than us. Look, it is always amazing. Let me tell you a secret, one secret and wonderful about being yourself and being successful. I am successful, but I'm not rich. I feel proud when we go to all these hotels, big hotels, because most of the Americans come. What we do is when they go, if it's 1,000 cities after eating, one person, 2 weeks ago, I was at Peduase. I'm sure those from Eastern region knows Peduase Lodge. We go there. We pay. Look, as a CEO of a company, you bring out your what? Debit card, your bank card that you use. Sorry, the spirit is working. So, it's so amazing for you to be able to contribute when people are contributing. That thing gives you that power in terms of people contributing and you are able to do it. Please, when you vacate, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy on unnecessary things. I've seen people that are doing electricals after school. They just idle around and they say no job. Why can't you take apprenticeship after school, knowing very well that maybe your parents at that moment cannot pop up any money to continue with you, but try to take apprenticeship, because we did that with all the schools and all that. My certificates are elsewhere. I don't use that again. I don't use my qualifications anymore with all the schools. I have maritime at university. Now, then it was nautical college. I did high sea, ship qualification and all that. Obtained my ship seaman book and all that. I wanted to be a seaman, doing that. Then I just dropped the qualifications and all that. University of South Africa, this psychology and this, because I was in the, priesthood thing. I dropped all. Today, here I am. I'm saying that what you determine to be, you will be. If you say to yourself that you can do it, you will be able to do it. If people have done it, you can also do it. This is what I'm telling you. Don't waste your time. Whoever tells you that people are getting a lot of money on TikTok is a lie. I am not, getting a lot of clients because of YouTube and whatever that I do on. Or YouTube is paying me. Let me use that. YouTube is not paying me. But people are seeing serious business that I always post on YouTube, and every day, at least if I don't receive twice or 3 calls from US, I have to receive one. Because there are millions of African Americans that wants to come to Ghana, but they are looking for someone that they can trust and do business with. We will come and go, but there are more African Americans, more Ghanaians, because now I'm also receiving a lot of customers, Ghanaians that are living in abroad, because they cannot trust their families. So they call to assist them build a house. You can imagine, from agric to construction field. And I'm still doing farming as well. I'm still on it. I'm doing farming as well. But my greatest opportunity now that I'm receiving is into construction. But you can also find out those that did building, construction and all that, they are not getting that opportunity because of the trust issue that they have. Please, when you find yourself in any field, be honest with yourself, be honest with your employers, and be honest to the community. because there are a lot of companies that are collapsing due to the behavior of workers. And I want to say this to you. Don't think that you are being given peanuts, so I work anyhow. You don't know who is watching you. I do that. When I come on the field and people are working, I just look. I'm very, I like praying. I pray, and also I like joking. So I will be free with you with even your class and all that. I will be free with you, but I'm picking up something from you. I will be picking up, and I've also learned a lot, because when I came to the construction field, I was greenhorn. I didn't know anything, but I did this and started learning. We never stop learning till we die. If you want to go far and be successful, go with smart people, but don't go with the masses. If you want to go very fast and hit the wall also, it's up to you. Choose your friends carefully. I don't have friends. I don't. When I was in the office, a lot of friends. But when I became my own self of owning my own companies, I don't have friends. Simply because I know what friends can do. Yes, I can say hi, phone call and all that. But when I close from work, it's hardly for you to see me saying if this friend is inviting me or this friend is. How many of you know Mr. Emisa? Your master, Mr. Emisa. You know him. Those in our Greek department. A very good friend of mine. But sometimes even it's hard for him to see me. It's hard for him to see me. When I came here and saw Mr. Inkum, it's been a while since, but I'm in Asebu there. But most of the time, it's all about focus. It's all about focus. It's all about focus. I want to give this to you today. Please, if you don't know where you are going, always remember where you are coming from. This place is your stepping stone. Put something in your mind that I'm going to be greater. I don't want you to be like me. Be greater than me. Be more smarter than me. Also, when you get to the field, please don't work yourself out. Work smarter. Work what? Smarter. Don't work yourself out. Have time for yourself. Have time for your families. Have time for your community as well. I want to close here. Before I go, as I mentioned, as a former entertainment prophet, even though my year group 2002, we've planned to do something for this SRC week. Yeah, they will be coming, not me, but personally, as an entertainment prophet, I want to give 1,000 CDs towards whatever entertainment equipment that you have. Yes, towards that, so that I will always remember that I was once an entertainment prophet here. Please respect your teachers. I'm proud of them. All these facilities that you have here, we never had that chance. We were so much in misery during our time. We were so much in hardship during our time. I think the only difference is that we were eating better than you now. Yes, during our time we were eating better, but in terms of that, the burden and all that, we didn't. What is this? They said dining hall. We never had that. So I thank the facilitators, the teachers, for giving me this opportunity. And when you go to YouTube, check Red Ringo. Red Ringo on YouTube. Most of the time, you see me on the construction field with the Americans. You will also be able to make it one day. If you are planning to create YouTube channel or TikTok, please bear it in mind that you are not going to use it to fool, but you are going to use it to tap in any opportunity that will come to your doorsteps. I thank you. Stay blessed and learn hard.
Thank you so much, Mr. Atokwamina Wright. He has inspired us a lot, and we thank you for your cash donation. So we are basically done with the speakers for today, but we'll hand over the microphone to Engineer Elisha Donko to wrap up. Whatever question you have, kindly ask, and he would attend to you. Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, if you have any question, God being so good, we have two of the facilitators here. So any question that you wish to ask, you can ask. If it is in relation to mine, I will. Our doctor is here. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, are you sure you don't have any question? Upon all what you've heard from first presentation to now, or you are tired? You don't have any question? Okay, so if you don't have any question, then
Aztec, please, I don't know your slogan. I wanted to use one. Aztec, the premier. When I say it, then you will say premier or I will say both. Okay, I'm saying it so that you respond. Aztec. Okay, thank you. So as part of the arrangement with my team from Data Bank, we have also decided that anybody who has a Ghana card and is willing to start to invest as little as any amount towards his skill or idea, instead of a 50 cedis that you need to start, you can start with 20 cedis, and I will guarantee for you. Please, did you hear? If you have a Ghana card and you want to start something with your idea, naturally, you should have 50 cedis or more to start. But we want to consider that anybody who have a 20 cedis, I will guarantee for you, if you are serious to talk about your idea in the near future, I will guarantee for you so that you can start less than the 50 cedis. So if you have a 20 Ghana cedis, please take your Ghana card and be ready. My colleague will be here to give you a form to start so that I will guarantee for you. And I know with my guarantee for you, what I'm saying is that you can actually make it. But if you are not serious, please don't take the form. If you are serious that you want to invest towards your idea, I will be willing to step in and guarantee for you so that you can be able to start, even though you don't have that much money. God bless you.
Oh, you can clap your hands. So, like we are saying, it's good for you to invest. So, for the last time I'm saying this, the other day I came, he said, there's a quote that says, dream big, start small, in all, start something. So, like Doc is saying, you can start something. Dream big, start small, but in all, start something. Don't wait till your mom tells you that, what do you want to do after SHS? Then said, oh, mom, let me complete first. No, start from now and you can do better. Thank you very much and God be with you. Amen.
Mr. Eboa, please, I want to ask you this question. You said you offered agric mechanization and now you're a building constructor. Please, I want to explain to us that how did it work? Because in this school, we thought if you offered auto mechanic, you work on that. But you offered agric mechanization and a building constructor. Please explain to us.
Yes, I did agric. Now, what I'm doing is sometimes when people talk about career, they think if you are in the construction field, you are the one mixing the mortar, you are the one laying blocks and all that. I don't do that. Even though I'm in a construction field, I have within my company, I have 5 construction companies that I supervise. I'm sure you get me. So this is the opportunity that comes. So you can be in the automobile, because I have one guy here that I mentor. Whenever that is on holidays, he come as an auto mechanic student, but he come to our field because he gets something to do. So that's why I said that there are thousands of opportunities. If I did a Greek mech, doesn't mean that all the time I have to carry cutlass and be going around waiting. No. What I'm now even doing best in the agri field is farm consultant. So there are people that wants to open farms. So what they do is they come, sit me down, pay me, and I give them in terms of ways of going. So I do a lot of farming consultation as well. I do a lot of construction as well. And before even, because I know that there are people that are more expert in construction than me, whenever that I'm discussing a building, I have my structural engineer there. So he gives all the backgrounds concerning building. And what I always do is to go there, check what they are doing, ask the customer if he or she is satisfied with all that they are doing. And thank God, when you have companies, 5 companies that you work with on the same area, it's always competition, good competition, and also everybody tries to do his or her best so that they will get next contract. So if you are doing a Greek mech here, you will end up doing something different. I have friends who have masters working in UCC. They are not doing a Greek mech anymore. So whether a Greek mech, auto, the only courses that I know is a Greek mech, auto, carpentry, painting and drawing. Our time they call it painting and drawing. BC does it. We never had many courses. So you can, yes, you can divert and do other things. So you can, okay.
All right, thank you. Jocelyn.
Like our brother was asking, it's not always about the course you did in the SHS. We have people that we are working with, they did general art. But as we are speaking to you now, they are working as construction people. Like the MC or the conductor was saying architecture training school or something. I'm not the one doing the drawings. No. I don't even have a soft copy of the drawing on my laptop. But we have people there that are working under the company. So no matter the course you are doing, in this school, you have to learn that you can do everything. Thank you.
Please, I want to ask Engineer Elisha Donkoda, while you were on campus, what was your major challenge?
On campus? So on campus, I believe you're not going to laugh at me. My major challenge was the little ones were running away from me, thinking that I'll beat them. But somebody is mentioning some name there. But I wasn't like that. So on the field, in fact, when I was in the first year, I was a day student. Then second year, third year, I had a scholarship and came to the boarding school. Majority of my colleagues that I was doing prep and other things with were some people that, sorry to say, they were smoking. And by then, I was in Pensa. So I took it upon me that if they are smoking, then I have to live with them so that they can be convicted. And by God's grace, some of them got convicted. And in the department, we had this challenge. The practical, we didn't had the opportunity to go out there to be doing it. Always we were within. So I learned there's some girls' dormitory at the top there. It was during our final year. Then we had the opportunity to put up a physical structure that you can say that this is what I can do. So if I go out there, I can do something. I hope I've said something. I believe, let me add out. Here, I didn't have a lot of challenges, but out there, like our master was saying, if you go out there and you are not truthful, you will fail. And majority of people have failed because they want to take one job to make wealth. Just one job, you want to make wealth. There's this woman I worked with that turned over the entire company of mine, Jessica Noche, from the US. I have never met the woman in person before. Somebody just did a recommendation. Then the woman never trusted any of her family members. So once he heard by then I was a deacon, not even an elder. So he said, I want to take you as my brother and do everything for me. So I was buying the material for the project, but the woman was not asking for the receipts. But I never left any receipt somewhere that I said, oh, the woman is not asking for the receipt. One day, I scanned all the receipts and sent it back to the woman that so far, we were then at the second floor of the project. This is how much you have spent. And from that thing I did, a lot of the friends that the woman was living with in the US were calling me. So for me, like the two bedrooms and the bedrooms that we are building here, I don't do it. I do it, but I don't normally draw more attention to it. Because somebody will come with 100,000, the person want to complete the project. When somebody is coming with 500,000 and others. So that is that. By then, Ellison was very little. But upon that, somebody will call like that. The diaspora that my brother was saying, there are some people who have not met them before, but we are building for them. So when you go out there, the sacrificial job should be higher. Do the waste thing that people think, oh, this one, oh yeah, we school, do it. Try to save. And if you serve and serve them better, they will do the recommendation for you. Thank you.
That's it. SRC President, come.
Hello. Please, my question is, how would we save if we don't have money?
Can I be in your home? What's the NCVB? Near then.
Thank you. The question is, how can I save if I don't have money? But it is also not possible that you are alive and you don't have money. How can you live without money? So the moment you are alive means there is money. So now, if it is not much, that is also different from if you don't have money. Because if you don't have money, you cannot be alive. Please, are we getting the picture? Everybody who is alive is having money. That is why you are alive. If you don't have money, see whether you'll be alive. Now, if the question is, what can I do to invest if I have little money? So the question is not correct. You can't say you don't have money. Because even if you are not the one working for money, your parents, your guardians, or somebody is giving you money to stay alive. And many of us here, in as much as we even feel we don't have money, I gave you an example that so far as you use phone, it means you can invest. I was at a Futu sector, I think last year, and I asked, how many of you use phone? Assuming that your teacher is not here. Some of them were able to volunteer out. That yes, I use the phone. And I asked the question, how much do you spend on a phone, let's say a month, on data and phone call? He said he spent 30 cedis every 2 weeks to buy data, WhatsApp, TikTok, Facebook, and what have you. But the question is, do you have money to invest? He said no. So please, you may be saying you don't have money to invest or save, but the reality is also that you spend money. So little as it may be, that is where you can start. Even if it is 10 cedis, if you start, the next time you save another, it will become 20 cedis. The next time you continue, it will become 30. And that is how you grow. Other than that, there will not be any moment whereby you will say that, okay, now I have 10,000, let me start. And remember, wealth creation is more of attitude than the money. Are you here? To be able to grow or create money or create wealth, you need an attitude. Assuming you win a lotto of 6 million Ghana cedis today, if you don't have the attitude, 6 months, the money will be gone. And I also know some people, especially at the university, he was a truck pusher, but he was able to pull the truck and save small, and as we speak now, he owns a story building at the university renting for students and lecturers. So there's no excuse. Are you here? Have I answered you? So please, there's no way to say you don't have money. And the little that you have, that is where we say invest. You cannot go and tell Kwame Despite or Tobinko or Ajaponsi and say, you are the richest man in Ghana, come and invest. No. It is because they have invested their little some years back. That is why they are now rich. I think I have answered you. Yes, please.
Do you have a follow-up? Is it a follow-up or a different question? A different question. All right, you relax. Let's give the floor to other people to also ask questions.
Okay, thank you. Please, as a BCT student and also a girl, what are some of the attitude and characters I need to put up to become successful?
Engineer.
Okay, so how many BC students are here? Let me see by hands. Can you stand up? Can you stand up? BT student or BC? Yeah, here you say BC. Oh, okay. BCT. Oh, okay. Okay. So, behaviors. For example, I'm happy that a lady asked this question. My brother said, as you are going out there, there's a lot of stress, a lot of dishonesty, a lot is like, for example, I have one lady who was taking care of my block factory. Funny thing, there was a guy, and they were, joining from the operators to the office. They were joining to make some money for themselves. If they are to sell 1,000 blocks, they will write 900. So I got to know of that, and I brought a lady. In fact, the lady was not a BT student or technical student, a business person. So I brought the person, and after 2 months, I sent somebody to go and buy blocks. I sent the person. So the person went there and paid the money. So he brought the receipt. When I went, the receipt that they gave to the person was not the receipt that is on my table. From a lady, thinking that ladies are a bit honest and they can, protect the work for me. So one, when you are going out there, know that you have to be honest. 2, you have to be hardworking. In fact, Ben, I wish Ben is here. I don't know why he's not in school. Ben came just last year. After I came here, he came to me that I want to work with my company, so I gave him the opportunity to do so. And Ben was standing in the sun, so I was like, hey, obey to me. But at the end of the day, he was able. So one, you have to be honest. You have to be respectful. Like one day you want to become a master, especially when you have some education background. We have the machines that when you come and say me go school, me we Asuansi Technical, or maybe you got the opportunity to be in the technical university. They say me we school, I deal with school, say you will fail. So you have to cooperate with those on the field. You have to be honest. The honesty is the most important part. If somebody gives you something, maybe it's not because, let me tell you one thing too. There was one reverend, Collins Adam Sayford, Infinity Miracle Church. I don't know, you know, I built the house that he's living in now. By then, it was labor-only contract. So you'll be paying for the labor and be buying the materials. So when you go for one, then he gives me the money. We went for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, it rained off. By then, he wasn't in Ghana. So the Thursday too, we didn't go. When he was sending the money, he sent 1 week money. Then I reversed the 2 days.
Say, oh, engineer, why? And I said, oh, Wednesday, Thursday, it rained off, so we didn't go to work. Then he didn't talk. When he came to Ghana, he called all my workers. He gave everybody $100, $100. Just because of the money I sent back to him. And from Infinity Miracle, I have 5 clients, 2 in Germany. Then I don't know where Mariam is, but Mariam too is not in Ghana. I'm building for them. I've not seen them before. So it all comes to, you have to be honest, you have to be respectful and hardworking. Thank you. Oh, okay. So, Kumasi, that's the location of the company, Kumasi Buedi, behind Tech. We have our office there. There's a town called Buedi. We have our office there. But Cape Coast, when you are going to Cape Coast Technical University, we know Nat Hall. That's the popular name that we call it. A4 Road. So when you are going to Cape Coast or Bonkus, I think that place too is very popular. Bonkus, just opposite to the Nat Hall, you see a nice office there with a bold inscription, Elisand Real Estate. And even if you want to call any of us, Mr. Inkom is there. You can walk through him and you see us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. Please, this question goes to Mr. Kwame Yeboah. Okay, please, in your statement, you said, if you don't know where you are going, know where you are coming from. Yeah, and my question is, what of the people with a poor financial background? Does it change their, those with a poor foundation background, does it change their dream? Question.
Very well. A good question. You want to know those coming from the poor background. Have you ever had opportunity to read the backgrounds of most of the great men? Most of the successful men in life, have you ever had opportunity to read about them? Then do that. Majority of them will tell you how they started. It's not about where you are coming from. I could have rejected Asuansi when I was first brought here. I could have done that. I could have said, no, I'm not staying in this school. I have friends that after like first term, second term, they stopped. So it's not about where you are coming from. I've seen guys that were very successful when they were in school, when their rich fathers and mothers were alive. They had it all. Today, where they are totally in a mess. So it's not about where you are coming from, it's about you. What you say to yourself and how you're going to shape your own life. Watch the way you move, watch the way you do things. Watch the kind of friends you move with. You are in school with even those ones, sometimes I don't. But when you finish, and you finish tertiary, be watchful of whom you move with, because the people that you move with and you want to be successful, you have to have the same mission with them. The people that you want to move with when you are now matured and you want to be successful, make sure that they have the same mission with you. When I started, I had few friends that I realized, no, they are not going to help me. They're all the time talking about Yankobo, Charlie, no. So it's all about the kind of friends you choose. It's not about your background. I've seen people that during their childhood life, they were in terrible difficulties. But now, when we see them, we are so proud of them. And see, it's not about where you come from. And look, everything starts from where? Yeah, the way you think will determine how far you will also go. So change the way you do what you think, and always have something in mind that with this I will be able to do it. Change the way you think, and you will be successful. I thank you.
Thank you. Last question.
Please, I agree with you that without money, life is difficult. But in this world, we have something like class. the capitalist, rich class, indigenous bourgeoisie, and working masses and the poor class. So what about the poor class, those who can't earn for themselves? And even what they earn is like hand to mouth. So how would those people save?
Thank you so much. Yes. So, in the classes, nobody was born with a class. Please, are we here? Nobody was born with a class. Nobody was born rich. Nobody was born poor. We are all born the same. It is the decision and choices that make a man. So, while you were growing, I'm happy Mr. Atu talk about the mindset. You see, it is not about where you were born. You could be born in a poor home, and that is not your choice. But for you to retire or finish life or live life being a poor, that one is your choice. And the background should not be a defining factor. How many of us read about Jesus Christ, where he was born? He was born in Bethlehem in a manger. But in his lifetime, have you seen any manger lifestyle? Please, are you here? And remember, nobody was born poor. That is the emphasis. So anybody who have made it and you can say that this person is a rich person, he was born just like everybody. It is the decision that he took that, yes, we don't have, but we want to make it. Of course, some people were born into rich home because their fathers or their grandfathers decided to take those decisions. And remember, I said that I wish I am Kwame Despa's son now. Why? Because he was not rich when he was young. But because he decided to show now, he is now rich at the harvest time. So even though you are of no class, it is still necessary for you to start. Born poor, you are living poor, or whatsoever. That is also your class. But then you can move from the low level to a higher level. Was anybody born a graduate? No. Nobody was born a professor. You go from the Abede. Before you become a class 1, class 2, form 3, form whatever, now you get to university and continue. But if you feel like, oh, while I am here, some people are already professors, and now is the time for me to go to class 1, and I feel like, oh, class 1 or crèche, I will go and be learning Abede. What is Abede? It is necessary at your level. So in wealth creation, that is what I said, that even the little you have, please let us not behave like the people that were given 5 talents, some were given 2 talents and 1 talent. The 1 talent said that, some people were given 5 talents, and they were able to make double of it, to make 110. The other one who was given 2 talents make another 100%, it became 4. But the one that was given 1, he felt like, oh, he's too poor. And then he decided to hide it. And when the master came, he said, you could have also get another 1 for it, because 100% of 1 is 1. So that you also have 2. So that you'll be judged the same way. But you feel like, oh, I don't have so much. I was not born a Dadabi. Because of that, poverty is okay for me. No, it's not okay. Please, even if you are born poor and you feel this is your class, that class, you don't deserve it. You can move from class 1 to class 2 and move from class 3 to Form 1, from Form 1 to degree level, and even from first degree to second degree. It is your choice. So don't feel like because you are born from a poor home, that is automatically where you will stay. Even our engineers and all our sales who are sharing their stories, if you look at their background, even they were here. They were here. And if they tell you where their backgrounds are and now they can employ other people, if they were to look at their background and say, hey, where they ain't me, yo, and by now they are not CEOs of themselves. But they imagine, now that we are not from poor home, then one day they will also call our family rich family. Somebody have to come and step in and sow those seeds. And that is what I'm saying. And if you don't have so much, I say today, I want to enter a covenant with you. The little that you have, even if it's not up to the requirement of 50 cities, I want to enter that covenant with you. So that I will guarantee for you to start with the little. And little by little will make the mighty ocean. God bless you.
Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful experience, and I must acknowledge the cooperation that students have shown today. Clap for yourselves. You see, when I was coming to school today, I saw a lot of students in town. Some sitting unconcerned with the excuse that the float has made them weak. But we all worked yesterday. Is that not so? So if we are here, then it means that we are good students. We are rules and regulations abiding students. God bless you. God bless you. On that note, we would want to say this. Today is Champions League, right? Today is Champions League. Yeah, so from the Intel Master, we'll try and show the match here for you in the evening. So, instead of you to go to town, those in town will rather come here. I hope that's fine. Yes. Bear in mind that there's nobody here that hates anybody. Whatever we are supposed to do to help you complete Asutech, we are going to do it. But just listen to instructions. I hope that's fine. Tomorrow, Mr. Korankye, please project the program outline for the week. So tomorrow happens to be Jama and eating competition. House perfect. Dorm monitors. Make sure you bring the names of those that are going to contest on behalf of your houses. Let the entertainment master get the names before 4 o'clock today. The girls, you are going to have one for the girls and one for the boys. So make sure the names go to the entertainment master right after we are done with today's program. The costume for tomorrow. The costume for tomorrow is old school wear. Old school wear. Please, let me say this emphatically. I am not saying that.
These are some of my works.
Okay. I am not saying that dress like madmen and women. Hello? Hello? I am not saying that dress like madmen and women. It should be old school. When you say old school, it means it is old fashioned. Right? So please, don't use this opportunity to misbehave. Because when you are caught, the school rules and regulations would apply. And let me send this warning to all of you. You see, yesterday, for instance, a lot of us saw you with phones. Did we seize them? Did we seize them? We understand that during occasions like this, you would need pictures that would serve as what? Memory. That is why we allow you. It doesn't mean that you are supposed to rub them in our faces. Yesterday, some teachers see some of your phones. Some of them came to me. I said, no, I don't have anything to do with it. Whatever you have to do, just go and deal with the teacher. Remember that other teachers will seize it. When they seize it, it is your own issue. We are giving you the opportunity. It doesn't mean that even at odd places, you would want to let them know that you are using phones. Be smart. Hello? I said what? Be smart. And don't be a fool. Because when your phone is seized, those of you in Form 1, unless 2027. Those of you in Form 2, unless what? 2026. And those in Form 3, maybe after June, July. So please, let us take note. Let me also advertise these books by Dr. E.T. Jamani. This is a guide to personal financial management. And the theme is, I think, retire rich. Retire rich. It is 50 Ghana cedis. There's another book, Startup Inside Out. You can become your own boss. This is also 50 cedis. And this one is The Entrepreneur. The Entrepreneur. You can become your own boss. 50 cedis. Master Your Money. Who is in control? you or your money. 50 cedis. And this one is an investment diary. This is an investment diary, and it also goes for 50 Ghana cedis. Please, let us invest in the right opportunities. Let us invest wisely. And note, you see, almost all that speakers spoke about the use of social media, the use of social media. The last time I met some group of students, I told them, by now you should have at least a brand. If you're a fashion student, you should have a brand. Whatever you're able to sew, start putting your designs out there. You wouldn't know who will be contacting you to gift you money. The last time I posted a video of one guy who brought an excavator made of paper. I don't know if you saw it. And when I posted it, a woman contacted me from Russia. She sent me money to be given to the guy. So I called the guy to my office and gave him the money. I hope you understand. That is the power of social media. So whatever you're doing, just do it rightly. But make sure you don't abuse it. Those of you who just post twerking videos and foolish videos, a time is coming that you would wish to delete all of them. But if you lose your password now, all these videos will be there forever. Your children's children will come and see it, and they will see that their grandfather, their grandmother, their great-grandmother, their great-grandfather lived a very foolish life. Let us be very careful, because the internet does not forgive. Turn and tell your friend, the internet does not forgive. When they were doing vetting of ministers, the committee went online to bring a lot of things they have written on social media. And later, some of them were called to eat back or retract their words. But it didn't happen like that. So please, let us be careful with what we put out there. On that note, we invite the SRC Secretary, Esther Fletcher Echampo, to give us the vote of thanks. After which Mr. Inkum will give us the closing prayer. Then we exit peacefully.
Hooray is that time of the year. Asuansi Technical Institute, in collaboration with High School Hype TV, presents SRC Week Celebration 2025 with a theme, Equipping Minds.
In this program, we thank ATOSAs and the data bank manager and his team for motivational words and teaching us more about how to save and entrepreneurship. We thank the students' body. We thank you all. Thank you.
All right. In fact, I want you to clap for yourself. In fact, you have done very well. And I know today is turning point of somebody's life. Because upon what you have heard, I know today, some of you have already started becoming billionaires already and entrepreneurs. God bless you for being here.
Please, I told you earlier, the Hospitality and Catering Management Department have prepared some snacks for you. It is for very cheap prices. When you exit, pass by and make yourself comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I want us to be on our feet as we pray. Just close your eyes. Thank God for such a wonderful program. People came all the way from Accra, Cape Coast, and other places. God brought them here safely. You have also sat here, and everything has come to an end. I want you to open your mouth and thank God. I want you also to pray and commit those, our guest speakers, into the hands of the living God. As they are going, may God guide them and lead them. And then commit the other days, other activities as well into the hands of the living God. Let's bring our prayer to an end. Our Master and Lord Jesus, we are very grateful unto you this afternoon. We thank you for the life of our speakers. We thank you for the life of the SRC. We thank you for the life of the entire student body.
We thank you for the entire life of everyone that made this program possible. We pray committing them into thy care as they are going. May you grant them traveling mercies. We pray for the rest of the activities left. May you continue to guide us and see us through. And tomorrow when we meet, we'll have every cause to give you glory. We thank you. We bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's share the grace together. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ,
TV presents SRC Week Celebration 2025 with a theme Equipping Minds, Shaping Futures through TVET. Date is 10th to 16th February 2025. Venue is School Campus. Program outline as follows. Monday, we are walking through town to create awareness of the SRC Week celebration. Tuesday is career fair and time with ATOSAs. Wednesday is Jama and eating competition. Thursday is SRC games featuring Brewa, Cape Tech and Neptech. Friday is Vows Day session, Mr. and Miss Asutech. Saturday is the Artist Day. Saturday 15th February 2025 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. is the SRC Fanfare and Awards Day. Performing artists live is only the ball. The way you make them all just go ahead. Also rapping is Uncle Rich and so many other artists. You don't want to miss it at all. Sunday is the Thanksgiving service. This program is going to be lit at the Repo, so you too for rep some. This program is going to be streamed live on Facebook and other social media platforms. We invite all ATOSAs to come rep this program to make it a memorable one. This program is supported by Sudat Counseling Consult, Ahimpom Mineral Water, Korankye Media, Jokas Media, Left Above. See you there.
We shall reign forevermore.